Hello dear students, myself Rasmi Tripathi, associated with Rajkumar Goyal Institute of Technology, Ghaziabad. So today I will discuss the last topic of the unit 1, that is the hypolipidemic drugs. So firstly we know what is the hypolipidemic drugs. Hypolipidemic drugs are those which lower the levels of lipid and lipoprotein in the blood. Okay. And lipoprotein bind cholesterol and can accumulate in the blood vessel. High level of the specific lipoprotein like low density lipoprotein and very low density lipoprotein have been associated with an elevated risk of cardiovascular system including coronary artery disease, heart attack and stroke. So, firstly we know what is the lipid and what are the lipoproteins. So, lipids are the non-polar in nature and thereby they are hydrophobic in nature, and if the molecule is non-polar in nature they cannot transport in the blood. So, for the transportation of the lipid within the blood, molecule should be water soluble. Okay. So, lipoprotein make the lipids water soluble. So, they do not dissolve in water. To be transported in watery blood, such molecule first made for more water soluble by combining with the protein. These lipids combine with the protein and these proteins are produced by the these proteins are produced by the liver and intestine. The protein and lipid combination thus form is called the lipoprotein. Okay. So, we can say the lipoproteins are the transporter of the lipids. These are made up of by the lipid and the protein, and protein is produced by the liver. Okay. So, thus form lipoprotein. Lipoprotein are the spherical particle with an outer shell of the protein, phospholipid and cholesterol molecule and surrounding an inner core of the triglyceride and other lipid. लिपोप्रोटीन ट्राइग्लिसराइड एंड कोलेस्ट्रॉल को सराउंड करते हैं, उनको ट्रांसपोर्ट करते हैं. जो लिपोप्रोटीन की प्रोटीन होती है दीज आर कॉल्ड एपोप्रोटीन. Sorry. So, lipoprotein are the transport vehicle of the lipids. They provide delivery and pickup service for the lipid whenever they are required and removal from the circulation are needed. So, this is the non-polar lipids like cholesterol and triglyceride, and this covering is called the lipoprotein, that is made up of by the phospholipid and cholesterol as well as protein, and the protein that are combined with the lipoprotein or we can say with the lipids is called the apoprotein. So, now come to the types of lipoprotein. There are of several types of lipoprotein like chylomicron, chylomicron remnant, very low density lipoprotein, intermediate density lipoprotein, low density lipoprotein and high density lipoprotein. जो chylomicron होते हैं, chylomicron is a lipoprotein, that means it is a transport vehicle for the transportation of the lipid. So, chylomicron transport the triglyceride. Okay. Sorry. And the source of the chylomicron is diet and the function of the chylomicron is transportation of the triglyceride. Okay. Chylomicron remnant enclose the cholesterol ester, okay, and the source of the chylomicron remnant is diet as well as chylomicron. Chylomicron remnant is formed by the chylomicron and it transport the dietary cholesterol. Next is the VLDL, that is the very low density lipoprotein. Very low density lipoprotein contain triglyceride more than the cholesterol ester, and the source of the very low density lipoprotein is liver. Liver form the very low density lipoprotein and very low density lipoprotein transport endogenous triglyceride transportation. Okay. Next is the intermediate density lipoprotein. It includes cholesterol ester than the triglyceride, and the source of the intermediate density lipoprotein is VLDL, that is the very low density lipoprotein. Ideal transport cholesterol ester because it includes the cholesterol ester and triglyceride to liver and the source of LDL. That means, LDL is formed by the intermediate density lipoprotein. Next is the LDL, low density lipoprotein. Low density lipoprotein contain cholesterol ester and the source of the low density lipoprotein is intermediate density lipoprotein, and low density lipoprotein transport cholesterol to tissue and liver. It transport cholesterol from the blood into tissue and liver. Lastly is the high density lipoprotein. High density lipoprotein contain phospholipid and cholesterol ester and the source is tissues and cell membrane. High density lipoprotein remove the cholesterol from the tissue. That is the reason the low density lipoprotein is called the bad cholesterol and high density lipoprotein is called the good cholesterol, because low density lipoprotein transport the cholesterol and deposited in the tissues and vessels, while the high density lipoprotein remove the cholesterol from the tissues. That is why high density lipoprotein is the good cholesterol and LDL is the bad cholesterol. Sorry. Now discuss the transportation of the lipid. So, lipid we can say these are of endogenous type and exogenous type. Exogenous type lipids we carry with the diet. Diet से मिलता है हमें, और जो endogenous lipids होते हैं वो liver उसे form करता है. ठीक है. So, if the cholesterol intake diet you have taken, so cholesterol अगर diet में है it is absorbed by the intestine. Okay, and this cholesterol break into the chylomicron and then chylomicron break down by the enzyme lipid peroxidase lipase in the chylomicron remnant. Okay, chylomicron में break हो गया आपका cholesterol and chylomicron lipoprotein lipase, LPL is the lipoprotein lipase, break down the chylomicron in the chylomicron remnant and free fatty acids. Free fatty acid deposited in the muscles and adipose tissues, while the chylomicron remnant goes into the liver, and liver also synthesize the endogenous cholesterol by the mevalonic acid. Okay, acetyl coenzyme A converted into the mevalonic acid by the HMG coenzyme A reductase enzyme and form the endogenous cholesterol. VLDL is also formed by the liver. Liver form the VLDL that degrade into the, that form the intermediate density lipoprotein with the help of lipoprotein lipase enzyme, and after the formation of ideal LDL is formed and LDL bind or enclose the cholesterol and transport it towards the tissues or body cells. Now come to the types of hyperlipoproteinemia. दैट मीन्स जब लिपिड्स की ब्लड में कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज़्यादा हो जाती है उस कंडीशन को हम क्या कहते हैं, हाइपर लिपोप्रोटीनीमिया. इट इज़ ऑफ टू टाइप, प्राइमरी एंड सेकेंडरी. Primary hyperlipoproteinemia is due to the single gene defect or multiple gene defect, while the secondary hyperlipoproteinemia is associated with the different types of disease like diabetes, myxedema, chronic alcoholism, etc. Now come to the classification of the hypolipidemic drugs. That means drugs that lowers the cholesterol level in our body are called the hypolipidemic drug. So, these are the different classes of the hypolipidemic drug like HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitor, these are called statins. Second is bile acid sequestrant, these are resin in nature, and we also can say bile acid binding agent. Third is the lipoprotein lipase activator, these are fibrates, these are also called PPAR alpha agonist, that means peroxisome proliferator activated receptor alpha. And fourth category is lipolysis and triglyceride synthesis inhibitor, and fifth category is the sterol absorption inhibitor. So, the drugs that belongs to the HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitors are lovastatin, simvastatin, atorvastatin, etc. Okay? That means drugs that ends with the statins belongs to the HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitor. The next category bile acid sequestrant, the drugs are cholestyramine, cholestyramine, etc. The drugs that belongs to the lipoprotein lipase activators are gemfibrozil, bezafibrates and fenofibrate. The drugs that belongs to the lipolysis and triglyceride synthesis inhibitor is nicotinic acid, that is also called niacin, it is a vitamin B3. And lastly, the drugs that belongs to the category sterol absorption inhibitor is the ezetimibe. So, now firstly we discuss the HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitor. Okay. In the last slide you have seen that the HMG coenzyme A reductase enzyme help to synthesize the cholesterol. Okay. So, if we reduce the if we inhibit the HMG coenzyme A reductase enzyme, we inhibit the synthesis of the cholesterol. Okay. So, HMG coenzyme A is 3-hydroxy 3-methyl glutaryl coenzyme A. It is the rate limiting enzyme in the synthesis of cholesterol. So, what is the mechanism of action of the statins? They inhibit the HMG coenzyme A reductase and they increase the LDL receptor. Okay? दो तरीके से काम करता है, एक तो HMG coenzyme A reductase को इनहिबिट करके कोलेस्ट्रॉल की सिंथेसिस को इनहिबिट करता है, दूसरा LDL रिसेप्टर्स का एक्सप्रेशन बढ़ाता है जिससे कि कोलेस्ट्रॉल की बाइंडिंग को इन्हांस करता है और ब्लड में कोलेस्ट्रॉल के लेवल को कम करता है. They inhibit the conversion of HMG coenzyme A to mevalonate. The synthesis of cholesterol in liver is reduced and increase in the expression of LDL receptor. So, more LDL is taken up by the circulation and as a result LDL, cholesterol and triglyceride level fall. This is the structural presentation of the mechanism of action of the statin. So, here we can see the statin inhibit the HMG coenzyme A reductase and leading to the decreased concentration of cholesterol. HMG coenzyme A reductase क्या कर रहा है? HMG coenzyme को मेबुलोनिक एसिड में कन्वर्ट नहीं होने दे रहा है बिकॉज इट इनहिबिट द HMG coenzyme A reductase. उसकी वजह से क्या हुआ? कोलेस्ट्रॉल का लेवल भी कम हो गया और जब कोलेस्ट्रॉल की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन सेल में कम हो रही है तो दिस कंडीशन, दिस लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ द कोलेस्ट्रॉल ऑल्सो स्टिमुलेट द सिंथेसिस ऑफ द कोलेस्ट्रॉल रिसेप्टर्स, दैट मीन्स LDL रिसेप्टर्स. कोलेस्ट्रॉल का लेवल जब सेल के अंदर कम होने लगता है तो जो ये कंडीशन है, दिस कंडीशन स्टिमुलेट द सिंथेसिस ऑफ द LDL रिसेप्टर्स एंड द over expression of the LDL receptor on the surface. And decreased number of LDL receptor promote the uptake of the LDL from the blood. जब बहुत सारे receptors surface पे express हो जाएंगे तो they capture the LDL and decrease the level of the LDL in the blood circulation. And decreased level of the cholesterol also inhibit the secretion of the VLDL. जो लो कोलेस्ट्रॉल की कंडीशन है वो आपके VLDL के सिक्रीशन को भी इनहिबिट कर देगी. ओके, सो व्हाट इज द पाथवे ऑफ द सिंथेसिस ऑफ द कोलेस्ट्रॉल? HMG coenzyme A is converted into the mevalonic acid with the help of enzyme HMG coenzyme A reductase and then mevalonic acid form the cholesterol. But when we used statins, statin inhibit the HMG coenzyme A reductase and inhibit the synthesis of cholesterol. So now come to the adverse effect of the statins. These are like gastrointestinal disturbances, muscle pain and headache, insomnia, rashes, hepatotoxicity and statins elevate the liver enzyme. तो अगर पेशेंट को स्टेटिन दिया जा रहा है तो रेगुलरली ऑब्जर्व करना पड़ेगा फॉर द हिपेटोटॉक्सिसिटी एंड इट ऑल्सो कॉजेज द मायोपैथी एंड रेब्डोमायोलिसिस. कॉन्ट्रा इंडिकेशन क्या है स्टेटिन्स के? दीज आर ड्रग्स दैट कॉज द मायोपैथिक लाइक द फाइब्रेट्स, नियासिन एंड एमाइडारोन, एंड इन प्रेगनेंसी दे शुड बी अवॉइडेड इन द प्रेगनेंसी. Now discuss the uses of the statins. It is a first choice drug for both primary as well as secondary hyperlipoproteinemia. It decreases cardiovascular mortality by decreasing raised LDL level, because statin क्या कर रहा है, सर्कुलेटरी LDL को डिक्रीज कर रहा है जिसकी वजह से कार्डियक मोर्टेलिटी भी सप्रेस होती है. It also improve coronary complication and atheroma plug stabilization. Statins also improve in the endothelial function by the production of nitric oxide. It is the drug of choice for dyslipidemia in diabetic patient. The next category is the bile acid sequestrant, that is the resin. These are also called bile acid binding agent. Okay, the term indicate these drugs binds with the bile acid, and bile acid is required for the absorption of cholesterol. So the drugs of the bile acid binding agents are cholestyramine and cholestyramine. Okay. So resins or bile acid sequestrant, or we can say the cholestyramine and cholestyramine, these are ion exchange resin that bind negatively charged bile acid and bile salt in the small intestine. The resin bile acid complex is excreted in the feces, thus preventing the bile acid from returning to the liver by enterohepatic circulation. Okay. So, this is the diagrammatically presentation of the mechanism of action of the bile acid sequestrant. नॉर्मली क्या होता है कि जो बाइल एसिड है, बाइल एसिड इज एब्जॉर्ब्ड इन द इंटेस्टाइन एंड इट बैक गोज इनटू द लिवर. ठीक है, एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द बाइल एसिड एंड सॉल्ट दैट आर सिक्रीटेड इनटू द इंटेस्टाइन इज रीअब्जॉर्ब्ड. दैट मीन्स ये वापस से लिवर में रीअब्जॉर्ब्ड हो जाता है. बट जब आप बाइल एसिड सिक्वेस्ट्रेंट यूज़ करते हैं उस कंडीशन में क्या होता है कि बाइल एसिड सिक्वेस्ट्रेंट बाइंड विद द बाइल एसिड एंड बाइल सॉल्ट and they form the insoluble complex, okay, that is excreted with the feces. That means cholestyramine form insoluble complex with the bile acid and salt and preventing their reabsorption. इसकी वजह से क्या होता है, जब बाइल एसिड सिक्वेस्ट्रेंट यूज़ करते हैं तो ये इंसॉल्युबल कॉम्प्लेक्स बनाते हैं एंड दिस इंसॉल्युबल कॉम्प्लेक्स कैन नॉट बी रीअब्सॉर्ब्ड एंड इट इज़ एक्सक्रीटेड विद द feces. Okay. So, bile acid sequestrant lowering the bile acid concentration causes hepatocyte to increase the conversion of cholesterol to bile acid. अब होता क्या है, जब बाइल एसिड आपका वापस से रीअब्जॉर्ब नहीं होगा तो जो कोलेस्ट्रॉल है, कोलेस्ट्रॉल बाइल एसिड में कन्वर्ट होने लगेगा और जब कोलेस्ट्रॉल बाइल एसिड में कन्वर्ट होने लगेगा तो इंट्रासेलुलर कोलेस्ट्रॉल का लेवल कम होने लगेगा. ठीक है. सो लोवरिंग द बाइल एसिड कॉन्सेंट्रेशन causes hepatocyte to increase conversion of cholesterol to bile acid. Subsequently, the intracellular cholesterol concentration decreases, which activate the LDL receptor on the surface for obtaining the LDL from the blood plasma or cholesterol. ठीक है. जब कोलेस्ट्रॉल का कन्वर्जन होने लगेगा तो जो ब्लड प्लाज्मा में कोलेस्ट्रॉल और एलडीएल प्रेजेंट है उसका अपटेक करने लगेगी सेल्स. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज द यूजेज. दे रिटार्ड द एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस बाय डिक्रीजिंग एलडीएल लेवल. ठीक है. बाइल एसिड सिक्वेस्ट्रेंट आपके एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस को रिड्यूस कर रहे हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि ये एलडीएल के लेवल को कम कर रहा है. अब एलडीएल करता क्या है कि अगर एलडीएल का लेवल ब्लड में ज़्यादा होता है तो it deposited in the muscles or you can say blood vessels. Okay. So, here these LDL particle get oxidized और जब ये LDL particle oxidized हो जाते हैं तो ये blood vessel के अंदर एथ्रोमा फॉर्म कर लेते हैं, बट बाइल एसिड सिक्वेस्ट्रेंट LDL का लेवल कम कर देते हैं, जिसकी वजह से एथ्रोस्क्लेरोसिस को भी डिक्रीज किया जा सकता है, उस प्रोसेस को भी डिक्रीज किया जा सकता है. Next is adverse effect flatulence and it interfere with the absorption of many drugs. Next category is lipoprotein lipase activator. Okay, that means drugs that increase the activity of the lipoprotein lipase, or we can say the synthesis of the lipoprotein lipase. Or when the lipoprotein lipase is activated, they causes the conversion of VLDL into the free fatty acid and the intermediate density lipoprotein. So, these are fibrates, these are derivative of the fibric acid, and fibrates activate lipoprotein lipase which degrades VLDL, resulting in lowering of plasma triglyceride, because VLDL carry the triglyceride, and if the level of VLDL is degraded, concentration of triglyceride is also decreased. Fibrase activates PPAR receptors which in turn enhance the synthesis of lipoprotein lipase and fatty acid oxidation. Fibrate करते क्या हैं, PPAR receptor को activate कर देते हैं, एंड जब PPAR receptor एक्टिवेट हो जाता है तो दे इन्हांस द सिंथेसिस ऑफ द लिपोप्रोटीन एंड कॉजेज द फैटी एसिड ऑक्सीडेशन. और जब लिपोप्रोटीन लाइपेज एंजाइम की सिंथेसिस इन्हांस हो जाएगी, उसका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बढ़ेगा, तो दे ब्रेक डाउन द VLDL इनटू द इंटरमीडिएट डेंसिटी लिपोप्रोटीन एंड फ्री फैटी एसिड, एंड VLDL कैरी द ट्राइग्लिसराइड, तो ब्लड में ट्राइग्लिसराइड का लेवल कंट्रोल रहेगा. दैट मीन्स fibrates are used to control the triglyceride level. So, now come to the adverse effect of the lipoprotein lipase activator. They cause the gastrointestinal disturbances and loose motion, risk of gallstone due to the increased biliary cholesterol secretion. They produce the skin rashes, body ache, eosinophilia, impotence, headache and blurred vision also reported. Myopathy and rhabdomyolysis reported with the use of gemfibrozil and statins together. Okay. Statins also produce the myopathy and rhabdomyolysis. This is used in the hypertriglyceridemia condition, because lipoprotein lipase lowers the VLDL level and VLDL carry the triglyceride. So, we can prefer fibrates in the hypertriglyceridemia condition. What are the indication? These are contraindicated in the severe hepatic and renal dysfunction condition. Now, come to the lipolysis and triglyceride synthesis inhibitor. The drug belongs to this category is nicotinic acid. It is also called niacin. It is a B group vitamin, vitamin B3. So, what is the mechanism of action of the niacin? Niacin acid, nicotinic acid or niacin inhibit intracellular lipolysis in adipose tissues, thereby reducing free fatty acid. होता क्या है कि जो इंट्रासेलुलर लिपिड है लाइक ट्राइग्लिसराइड, इट इज ब्रेक डाउन इनटू द फ्री फैटी एसिड, एंड दिस फ्री फैटी एसिड utilized by the liver for the further synthesis of the triglyceride or VLDL, and VLDL form the LDL and VLDL form the intermediate density lipoprotein and low density lipoprotein. So, niacin inhibit the intracellular lipolysis, that means they inhibit the conversion of triglycerol into the free fatty acid. The liver normally uses the circulating fatty acid as a major precursor for the triglyceride synthesis. So, the reduced liver triglyceride level decrease VLDL production, which in turn reduce LDL cholesterol. Okay. Now, come to the uses. Basically, lipolysis and triglyceride synthesis inhibitors are effective in hypertriglyceridemia condition because they lowers the VLDL level, and it is used to prevent pancreatitis that is associated with the hypertriglyceridemia. So, now we discuss the last category of the hypolipidemic drug, that is the sterol absorption inhibitor. Sorry, दैट मीन्स अगर कोलेस्ट्रॉल के एब्जॉर्प्शन को ही इनिबिट कर दिया जाए तो ब्लड में कोलेस्ट्रॉल का लेवल कम हो जाएगा. द ड्रग दैट बिलोंग्स टू द स्टेरॉल एब्जॉर्प्शन इनिबिटर इज एजेटामाइब. ओके, सो एजेटामाइब इज यूज्ड इन माइल्ड हाइपरकोलेस्ट्रीमिया. ओके, दिस इज यूज्ड इन माइल्ड हाइपरकोलेस्ट्रीमिया. द एजेटामाइब मेनली यूज्ड Ezetimibe mainly used with statin without increasing their dose. Okay. So, now come to the mechanism of action of the ezetimibe, how the ezetimibe work. So, basically ezetimibe inhibit inhibit intestinal absorption of cholesterol and phytosterol. Basically, for the absorption of cholesterol, a protein is required, that is called the NPC1L1. Okay. For the absorption of cholesterol, NPC1L1 is required. So, ezetimibe bind to the NPC1L1. ये NPC1L1 पे बाइंड होती है एंड इनहिबिट कर देती है कोलेस्ट्रॉल के एब्जॉर्प्शन को. And due to the inhibition of the NPC1L1, cholesterol absorption is also reduced. ठीक, तो बेसिकली एजेटामाइब कर क्या रहा है? एजेटामाइब NPC1L1 प्रोटीन को इनहिबिट कर रहा है एंड दिस प्रोटीन इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ कोलेस्ट्रॉल. जब NPC1L1 प्रोटीन डिक्रीज हो जाएगी तो कोलेस्ट्रॉल का एब्जॉर्प्शन भी स्लो हो जाएगा, और जब कोलेस्ट्रॉल का एब्जॉर्प्शन स्लो हो जाएगा तो LDL लेवल भी ब्लड में कम हो जाएगा. दैट मीन्स अल्टीमेटली एजेटामाइब डिक्रीज द लो डेंसिटी लिपोप्रोटीन. लास्टली वी डिस्कस द एडवर्स इफेक्ट ऑफ द एजेटामाइब. द एडवर्स इफेक्ट एसोसिएटेड विद द यूज ऑफ एजेटामाइब्स आर irreversible hepatic dysfunction and myositis. Okay. So, this is all about the hypolipidemic drugs. These are the references for the further reading about the hypolipidemic drugs. Thank you so much.